Hey guys, welcome back to another video here on my YouTube channel. And for today's video, we are going to be reviewing When Javi Dumped Marie by Mia Sosa. Now, I picked this book up for $7.99 at HomeSense, which is a Canadian version of HomeGoods if you guys are American. Now, this is so far the only the second book in this year that I have given 3.5 stars to. Yeah. I read the back and I was like, oh, the concept seems very interesting. It's like a best friends to lovers sort of scenario. And if you know me, I have mentioned before that I'm a sucker for the best friends to lovers trope. This one is so slow burn. And again, I think a slow burn can still be okay. I just think this book as a whole fell flat for me. It's why I rated 3.5 stars. I was like, you know what? I've reconfigured, like, I think around like a month and a half ago, I started reconfiguring my rating scale because I was like, I keep giving books like 4 stars or 4.5 stars. I mainly was giving out like 4.5 to 5-star books, 5 stars for my books. I wasn't really even giving out 4 stars. So now I started giving out like 4 stars, and now I'm giving out like 3.5 stars because I'm like, this was just 3.5 stars for me. Okay, so basically, they met in college. They sort of became friends, eventually became like best friends, and then at one point they sort of realized that they're like struggling to find the right people to date. So they were like, hey, if we feel like we're getting kind of sort of on the serious side with somebody, we will have each other vet the dates. And they kind of agreed to that and then stopped doing it, I think, and then eventually came back to like truly doing the agreement, even though they like lived far apart from each other. Like, I think she lived in California, he lived in New York City because it was post-college. And then she was like, oh, we can still do FaceTime and different things like that. And then eventually they end up disconnecting again. One of the reasons they disconnect is because, like, I think he kind of sort of gave the hint that he might have like feelings for her, but just said no, like he couldn't do it. And it turns out later on we learned the reason we had disconnected is because her father had told him like, oh, you're not good enough, like you got to stay away, sort of thing. So he did. And then they reconnect again, and then that's when he finds out that she's basically gonna get married in 6 weeks, and he had like no idea that she was even with somebody and that it was that serious, and he's like, I didn't even vet the person. So in his mind, he's like, I've got 6 weeks to like prove to her like why he should marry this guy. And it literally took up until the wedding, and she actually had to object to her own wedding, and he just like was still not like being open and honest about his feelings and not stopping. Like, he's not the one who stopped her from getting married. Like, she had feelings for him as well, and she kind of knew that he had feelings for her, but she knew she also couldn't marry the guy that she was like her fiance. Like, she realized like, I think I don't have feelings for him the way I have feelings for Javi. So then she objected at her own wedding. And I'm like, the closer I saw, I'm like, okay, so like we're getting close to the wedding. At one point I'm like reading, I'm like, the wedding's tomorrow. So I'm like, okay, are you gonna do anything, buddy? And then it's the morning of, it's like the wedding's today, and I'm like, how have you still not stopped her from getting married? How have you still not professed your love or something? And I was just, yeah, it was just a no for me. Like, I'm pretty sure I did my, like, all the books that I read in the month of June. I think I put this on there. I don't remember if I did. If I didn't, oh no, I didn't, because I think I started reading this in July. I take that back. But yeah, if this will be my July roundup as a no. I'm sure some people enjoyed it. It was just not for me. I used to be against slow burns, and then I was not against slow burns, and then I've been more against like really, really slow burns. And now I'm not even against really, really slow burns, but this one is extreme slow burn. I'm like, why did we wait till the wedding? Like, even if you felt like it was gonna wreck your friendship, like if you had these feelings for her, like you can't just keep that in to yourself. It's just gonna eat away, and it's gonna do more damage than I think if you were honest. And so I really wish that he had been honest sooner. So I don't think I'm going to pick up any other books by this author. Again, this was just like a random pickup at HomeSense. So sometimes when I get random pickups, they're not always my favorite, and I don't always like read more from the author. I think this is going to be the case for me. I don't like to be really hateful on a book because I think like it's all artistic, and somebody else might enjoy this and might give this like 6 stars or like 5 stars and say it was their favorite read and that it's like their favorite book ever. And I see that's great. I'm glad that other people enjoyed it. For me, it was not. It didn't fall within the type of like what I enjoy reading. But yeah. So that is all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, let me know in the comments down below. You can also follow me on Instagram and Threads by going to @romanceblvd and @romanceBoulevard, all spelled out on TikTok. Until the next one, bye!